No, right over there, Eugene Backyard Repair here for another. We're working on, I'm going to tip you down here, a Yard Machine Gold Extreme Auger. Extreme. Dum, dum, dum. 8.5 horsepower, 26 inch. Electric start. It has joystick control on it for the up and down. Real hard to squeeze, I don't know why. But anyway, of course these left and rights work awesome, but anyway. Left and right. Usually, the funny thing is, usually it gets stuck to the left. Mine does too. But anyway, got your gear shifter up here. Your gear selecting. 1 through 6. Got your auger over here. And your drive on the other side. Or vice versa, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. It was given to me. A guy worked on lots of his equipment. Said he didn't use it much. He said he had a real short driveway at his home, so he just used a shovel. So he's got a two car wide driveway, just the length of the cars, just the width of the cars, and then a sidewalk that runs from there up to the steps. So, was it neat? I have no idea. Does it work? I have no idea. I can tell you one thing though. Well, one thing is, two things I can tell you that I looked. No rubber piece in the cap, so they end up splashing gas all out the top, which you want, splashing up here. That way it can run across and set your engine on fire. And two, I'm wondering if this is why he didn't use it. You can stick your hand underneath the blade. You stick your hand right, so it's not even close to touching the ground. He's riding on the shoes. So we're going to take the shoes off, put that one on the other side. We're going to flip-flop them. That way I can flip them over and get the better part to the bottom. Actually, this has got the 2 grooves in it. I might be able to just flip them over. That way it's fresh shoes. It says shoes on there. You know we can weld a new set of shoes on, but why? If this other side is really good, which it is, we just flip them over. Alright. Bring you back up here. I think the first thing I'm going to do, besides get this cover off, we're going to pull off the choke, screw here, 2 over here. It's the same on all Yard machines so far that I've worked on, the old ones. We're going to get the gas tank off and we're going to dump that out. It's I think it's just 2 screws here. And it hangs on the bracket. I don't know. I don't remember if you take these 2 out off the top over here, or if you take the 2 out off the tank. But anyway, then you can just pop it up off the bracket, unhook the hose and dump the tank out. Make sure it's not old fuel in it. Oil, I think I already looked at the oil. I don't remember. Got oil in it. Yeah, it might have had some gas in it at one time. It's not really strong, so I don't think that'll be a problem. I'll make sure, I'm not sure if I'll do it in the video, but I'll make sure I check the bottom too. We know how the mice love to live in the bottom of these things, but the problem is you got to tip them up to do it, and it's hard to video it. Alright, we're going to pause you 1 second here. We're going to get some tools. Oh, hang on. If I knew about the cap, I looked. You always want to, if it's free, you definitely want to look and see what's in that tank. Which I just seen there was liquids in the tank. In the bag. There it is. Of course the part number is part cut off here. But anyway, this should be, I'm going to find out right now, it should be a replacement gas cap. Now I was only taking a guess on this. I just put in Yard Machine. Actually, I think it might have been the Amazonian. And came up with a Tecumseh, which I was pretty sure that these old machines were. There we have it. There's nothing wrong with this cap. It's just missing the safety, the splash. It's supposed to be this. No, I can show you. There you go. It's missing the splash shield, so the fuel doesn't splash up against the lid and leak out around this. This is that's your rubber seal. You don't want gas seeping out on top of your tank. Especially when it's snowing real hard. You're not sure what the wet is. If it's from, I'm not going to chuck this cap because if I got a crack one, this will go on something. But you don't want where you're snow blowing. The snow blower's all wet from snow blowing, and snow blowing, you were snow blowing in the air and get all wet, and gasoline be running on top of that, and then, next thing you know, you got a fire. Not worth all that. Not for that cap. The cap was like $8, $6. Oh, it wasn't much. Hey, nothing much to stick to there. Of course, something fell off. Oh, hose clamp off the last thing I was working on. All right, so we're gonna grab a Phillips screwdriver. It looks like a 5/16. We're gonna grab our Phillips tools here. We're just gonna grab some basic hand tools. 5/16, I think. One here. I think I'll put that up on the bench. I just did one of these, so if I go too quick or I miss something, just go refer to my other video. It was the same kind of snowblower, just it wasn't so fancy. Actually, I think I did two. Maybe I did two. Oh, this one's a Phillips screw on the front. That's different. Oh yeah, that does monitor. Might be the wrong screwdriver. I gotta using a JIS. I don't think this uses JIS screws. I should probably take this screw and go find the right screwdriver before I strip these two out on the front. Those are two you don't want to strip out. They're like not an M6, they're like a number 6 screw. And you don't want to be running over the Napa or AutoZone or local Tractor Supply trying to find another one of them screws. This one fits pretty good. Alright. Oh, choke lever or knob. Get that off, I'll just throw it up on the bench. Another thing I want to replace too is I have them. These right here. I don't know. Can you see it? Yeah. I like to put lock nuts on them, nylock, so you don't have to tighten them up so tight because you always have a problem with the chute going up and down. Oh, these are sheet metal screws. Awesome. What if somebody's already been in here? Yep, these holes are stripped out and somebody... They're stainless though. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a stainless. Yeah, they won't stick to the magnet. We'll have to put them in my back pocket. I got you too low here. Right here. Yeah, we're good. Alright, I'm going to be careful with the wire here. Some of these unplug, some of them don't. So, we're going to be careful with that. Look at the bottom. Nope, this is this one you can unplug. I like to unplug it, move it, so I know what's going to happen. I'm going to knock it off this tire. I'm going to end up ripping the wire off of it. That's off. Now all we got is two, of course there's screws. Two screws here to take this off. But I think we're going to get that tank off. That way at least I don't have to deal with too much fuel flowing around. Now it looks like 2 3/8. 2 3/8 on top of the tank there. Like I said, I know there's some kind of liquid in here. I wasn't really sticking my face in it to find out if it was good or not. Not for how long it takes to pull out the screws and take the tank off. Oh, I should probably pump out some of that fuel. That's right, because I'm going to have to move the hose off this side. I don't want to pull it through. This is Tecumseh. If you watch any of my videos, you know Tecumseh likes to run that line right through the pull start, so you have to take off the whole entire pull start. It's just to pull the tank without taking the line off. Alright, bring him back 1 second. I'm going to find something to pump this out with. Hang on. Alright, we got the tank pumped up pretty good. I just noticed the clamp wasn't even on it. Glad I didn't pull too far. And I can dump the rest out of here. It's a little yellow. I mean, you can see it. It's not the worst fuel I've ever seen for something that somebody didn't use a lot. All right, now I'm going to tip this way. That way it doesn't all dump out on me. Tip that over there. Get the cap on. You're gonna lose a little fuel on the floor because when I pull the line off the other side, it's gonna come out this side. So anyway, there's the line. Like I said, Tecumseh runs it right through the cover. It goes right through here and comes around the other side behind the flywheel. Don't know why they do that. Alright, let me grab some tools here and we'll get this carb off. Hang on. Alright, had a little hard time finding the big of the screwdriver. These are actually big screws. My big screwdriver is across the timing chain over on the other side of the shop on a TRX 125 engine that I will get to sometime. Projects. That one I gotta put the cylinder back on. It was honed out by a friend of my son's, and be sure I got enough clearance on top of the piston to the head. And that one needs to be reassembled and put back in the machine, which actually is a machine I need to move today, I think, because got weather coming in. So I don't want to snow blow over top. I don't mind snow blowing over top of it. There's nothing on it. It's pretty much stripped bare. But then I got to clean off the snow because I feel bad about leaving it out there with snow covering it. There's another screw back in here somewhere. Can't even see it from the front. Tecumseh wants you to take off the whole entire intake to work on the carburetors. I'm not doing that. A weasel back in here. Get the crank loose. Put my little grubby finger over top here and unscrew it. Ooh, something sticky. I can tell you that. Alright. Yeah, something sticky on the side of this support. Looks like I'm trying it with my finger here. Yeah, I don't know why Tecumseh did this. They couldn't make it so the bolts went in this way and the intake was threaded. Gonna make it like super tricky. I think I need anybody see where I put the top of the screwdriver? I took the top off so I could turn it with my fingers, and I don't know where I set the top half of this. I need to do under my knee. There's a hose clamp on this side. Like I said, I don't want to pull this fuel line out, so really just take the hose clamp off. I can get it turned and pry off the fuel line and leave it right where it's sitting. Fuel line is pretty cold, so don't know how well it's going to want to play. Probably should have done this before I pulled the screws out of the carburetor, or yeah, the intake. I probably should have took this off. Let's see how well it plays here. It's coming off slowly. I might not have the clamp loose enough. Alright, we're going to pause you. I'll get you back once I get this off this machine. Alright, we get the fuel line off. I'm going to take a scribe here and I'm going to mark. There's 1, 2, 3 holes. So I'm going to mark the one that was in. think I got the primer line off. I think I can tip this carburetor, get off the linkage. I did. Like I said, we're gonna make sure I scrub this in a couple spots, so I run this through the ultrasonic cleaner. We don't lose that. Got a safety cap over here. I think this cap comes out, and I think the screw comes out. It's not adjustable, but I think it's just to pass this through for the idle right there. All right, I'll pause and get you up on the bench. We'll see what's in the bottom. All right, we're just gonna take the bowl off and see what we got in here. I got a 1/2-inch wrench up here on the bench. I probably should have dumped out the carburetor. Anyway, tip it on a rag here. Oh, it's coming out the hole where the bleeder goes. Alright, the screw on the bottom of these is both your, in case you don't know, is to hold the bowl on and the high speed. A lot of times I put that thing, it's smart to put a mark here too. Just so you don't get this bowl off where the float isn't working right. It's got a cup on the bottom. That's usually where the float dips into, but it doesn't hurt to mark them. I was trying not to take the bowl gasket off with it. Yeah, there's dirt in there. I can see it right there. Can you guys see it? There's dirt in that bowl. Oh, glad we took this off. Like I said, I wish this gasket would have stayed, but get me another rag. So the tank is dirty. I'd like to take this. I have more of these gaskets, but I'd like to put the originals back on. Put that over the side. There is a lot of dirt in there. Rust. It's stuck right in the bottom. I have to take something to get that out. I can probably take that, this. Oh, and get the gasket off before I lose that, or put that in the ultrasonic cleaner. It might not come off. It might be going in with it. The bowl gasket's not going in with it. That can stay. The float can stay. Float can stay. The needle can stay. So right here. Tip's not hardened up. So that all can stay. It doesn't have to go in the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm just trying to get the card body cleaned off. It's really not that bad. Like I said, this is the high-speed jet. Got holes on the side. Comes up through the thing. I can just blow through that. It's clean. That dirt in the bottom might have been all that was stopping this from running. Like I said, there's a plug on the side here. Gas rags. Sometimes you can get this off. I'm trying to do this without poking myself in the palm of my hand with it. Sometimes you can get that off, sometimes you can't. I'm gonna find something else besides that pokey thing there, because that's just what I want to do, is put that through my palm. Hang on 1 minute, let's see if I can find a flat screwdriver. Alright, we used a flat screwdriver. There it is. Little rubber plug. So the lighting's a little bit bad in here. But there's a screw under there. We're going to make sure it's not a low speed adjusted screw. If it is, we're going to check to see it turns right now. No, it's just bottomed out. Probably just the passes running through. It's just a set. You can't adjust much on it anymore. Just dump it out. Yeah, it's just a jet. Got a hole right there. Runs through. Comes out over here. So that can go in the ultrasonic cleaner. That can go in the ultrasonic cleaner. Make sure there's no spring or something in here I'm gonna lose. Don't feel nothing. Nothing coming out of my hand. I got some carb cleaner right here. I can probably just blow carb cleaner through this and check it. I hate to have to pause the video and go all the way in the house and fire up the ultrasonic cleaner. Then you gotta let it get warm and stuff, and then you gotta run a 30-minute cycle before you can bring it back out and put it back on. Let's see if it's clean. Coming up the center. Try not to hit my phone. See, boiling up the center. It's actually open. This one's open. It runs through to the inside, so that's open. If that motion tube comes out, some of them do, some of them don't. That's the only thing I think you might end up with dirt in the holes in the side of this emulsion tube. See if that pushes out. Some of them push out, some of them don't. Some of them are a pain in the butt to get to. It's behind the butterfly. Oh, it moved. I just felt it hit my finger. Well, maybe it didn't. It sure looks like it moved. It came out. O-ring is pretty rough on it. Yeah, the top O-ring is it looks like it's eaten. It's dry rotted. Uh-oh, hope I have some of them. But yeah, this got holes all through this, so yeah, if you can clean this off, you want to clean this off. I'll hold up to the light here and see if it's clean. That's what it looks like though. It seems clean, but I don't know. I'd rather put an ultrasonic cleaner, but I'd like to get this O-ring off, but I don't want to lose it. I don't know if let me look, see if I got more of these O-rings before I go tearing this one off. I'll be looking for 2 of them if I can. I have an SAE O-ring kit. I have one that fits there. Like I said, I hate to take this one off and then find out. This is what seals the emulsion tube to the carburetor so air don't leak by it. They usually get dry rotted, but that is a tiny O-ring. I don't even think the ones I have are that small. I wonder if this top one's going to be too big. I don't know. We're going to pull one off here and we're going to find out. Of course, it's so small I dropped it. Well, that one looks really close to that. I think I got one more size smaller. It sure looks close to these. It seems to pop onto the thing as long as it fits. It feels like it'll fit back in there. Alright, we're going to take these 2 O-rings back off of here. There's that one. And here's the top one. I wasn't so worried about the top one because the top one I know will fit in there. I get this O-ring back off. This one fit on there really good. I'm going to set them there. I'm going to leave the original sitting here on the paper towel. I'm going to close it before I knock them all over. And we're going to take this in the house and we're going to put this in my ultrasonic cleaner. I won't be able to film that. It's just a machine to vibrate and get some of the dirt, make sure the dirt's out of this, and then we'll come back out when we got it cleaned. Alright, we're actually in the house. We figured we'd show you the ultrasonic cleaner. There it is. 27 minutes, 60 degrees Celsius, which is 120, 130, I don't know. You got Simply Green in there. Tip it up a little bit. It's in there, trust me. There's the bowl, there's the carburetor. Cover it back on so it's finished eating up, and we'll be together clean. The only thing that sucks about being in the house is while you're sitting there waiting, you might as well make some lunch. So you could gain a little weight while you're waiting for this to clean. But alright, but you can't leave this outside because that Simply Green will freeze. So you end up having to drain it every time. Alright. We'll be back once it's clean and get some food in the belly. In my belly. Alright, let's get this thing out. I've restarted the cycle wiring one, so. In that. Turn the power off. Careful you don't burn yourself. And pause it here, we'll get this stuff out, and how hot is it? Well, it's pretty warm. I might get some tongs. And we're gonna get this thing pulled out. Maybe I can grab it by one side here. Just to prove it was in there. Alright, I'm gonna get this thing out of here and get it washed off, and then we'll get back out in the garage and we're back together. Hang on, we'll be back. Alright, we're back in the garage. Everything's all cleaned out, dried off. I mean, that bowl is spotless. We're going to get our O-rings back on. So I think I'm going to put the original back on the bottom here. That's the one I would be most worried about. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it, so. One on the top. Get the motion tube dropped in. Push down. Seems to be okay. This actually screws into here and hits against it, so it's not like it can fall out. This will push it tight. This screw on the bottom pushes it tight in, so it's not like it can come out once it's put back together. Where's our small jet here? Drop that back in the hole. Like I said, this has all been dried out with air, so should be good to go. Don't leave this loose. I made this mistake once. Fell off. Thank God it fell off in the garage. I forgot to tighten it. Our cap back in there somehow. I bet they do this without the cover on. Without this cover on. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be fun to get back down in there. Just a safety cover so it doesn't go falling off, or somebody doesn't go putting the screwdriver in there. Put our needle and seat back in here, or needle and our float back in. Drop that back in here. Seems a little bit stiff here. Like it's offset somehow. Let's see. This thing was it. Strapping down, it would help, but it won't. Let's try putting it in between something there. Needle keep falling back off the float because it's tipped at such an angle. Let's see how many times I can drop the needle. There's 3. It's just sitting on a little tiny pin here. So every time I go to tip it down, I dump it off the pin. Alright. Alright, it's back on. Again, keep blowing through the inlet with my mouth just to make sure the needle was open and closing, which it was. Trying to get a gasket back on here. Everything seems to be okay except for the dirt in the bowl. I don't like that dirt. Funny thing is, this is a plastic tank, so there's dirt in the bowl on this tank. It came from the gas can. Alright, I made that mark, I think, right here. And right there, I can see the marks now. And then back up. Gasket's a little bit high here. That looks better. Okay, where's that mark? Line that mark up with. I should be able to turn it on. Close enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. I got my O-ring. This is the broken one. Got the bottom one. Get the top on. Put the nut back on here, or the high-speed jet. This screwdriver. This wrench has been ground down for working on a particular part on a riding mower. The electric shutoff. This fits in between the bowl and the electric shutoff that usually sticks out here on a lawn tractor. Try not to over tighten this, because I can always come back and tighten it up some more. Check the float one more time. It should be down. I can blow in it. I can't blow into it. This is your for your primer. Alright, we're gonna polish it. I'm gonna bring it back over here, and I think I'm gonna get this back on. You know, I think you need to watch me put it back on, and then we'll make sure I get that tank cleaned out. We'll go from there. Probably I'm gonna blow some air back to that line right there. I'd rather get some gas on the floor than have dirt go back into the carburetor again. So we'll be back once I reinstall the carburetor and the tank. Alright, we got a tank on, we got it clean. You see a pile of rags out there behind it. Kept shoving them in there and then shaking around, and then used the parts grabber to pull the rags back out until it was dry. The cover's back on. Like I said, the fuel. Trying to pick up some tools while I'm talking here. The fuel didn't look that bad. It was a little yellow. Maybe somebody had tried to start it this year and it wouldn't start, and that's why they just decided they don't use it enough just to worry about sending it down here and having me fix it again. I'm pretty sure I've had this machine before. Most of the people know me around my area, being pretty reasonably priced. We'd say cheap, but nobody's ever cheap enough unless it's free. Like I said, just trying to put some of my stuff back. I got the clamp back on the tank side. I think I'm gonna grab a screen and we're just going to dump that fuel back in the tank. Shove the screen over here on the shelf. I'll show you the screen from Walmart. They come in the 3-pack for your sink. I mean, it won't keep really small stuff out, but it'll keep the bigger stuff out. Grab it just like that. I use a lot of machines. I don't see no dirt in this fuel at all, so it doesn't smell the worst I've ever smelled. Of course, let's see how much I can dump over the side. But I saved this jug for me. Windshield washer fluid. Works great to pump fuel out into. I think, yep, we'll leave a little bit on the bottom there just in case any dirt settles. I don't see anything. Grab a rag off the bench. I spilled some because nobody's perfect. That and this thing doesn't fit exactly inside the thing. Usually what I do is I put this in the funnel, put the funnel in, and I put this in the funnel. So we got a new cap on. So far, it's not the money pit yet. Oh. So far, it's cost us some time and ultrasonic cleaner. This thing has electric start. Yeah, pick up these rags before we set a fire here somewhere. It has electric start on it, so just kind of move it over and just to pull on the handle. So plug this in right here. All right, throttle up, choke on. I hear fuel. All right, what do you think? I think that's what it was. I think it was that dirt in that bowl. Stop this thing from running. All right, 3, 2, 1, contact. Dope. I should have seen if it move. I'm pretty sure it does. But why had it running? Probably would have been a good idea just to go forward and backwards. Close back up. Hit the button. Cold blooded. I tipped her back to show you that the auger was working. One thing I do off camera is I'm just going to take the cover off the bottom, and there's a big gear down here that drives the wheels. I'm just going to make sure I grease them. So there you have it. Not bad for free. Got a friend of mine, I'd given her a snowblower a couple of years ago, but she has a real hard time starting it. I don't know what's up with it. It pulls really hard. I don't know if it's a pull start spring or if it's, I don't know. But I offered her up this one because this got the joystick controls on it instead of the old hand crank. And pulling, reaching over top and pulling this up and down. The only thing I want to do is replace these, I'm pretty sure I got Nylox over there somewhere. To replace these two bolts out with, or these nuts out with Nylox so you don't tighten them down so tight. Actually, let me look. Alright, we found some 5/16 lock nuts. So when you go looking for these, you find the most expensive ones you can find. That's all I can find in my box. See, you put the lock nuts on and it costs you like $2 a piece. On a snowblower that you aren't even keeping. Yeah, that sounds right. Oh. Then you put those lock nuts that don't fit. Yeah. I might have to take these off and run them down on this once and then take it back off to get it cut through the nylon. Yup. Once I get them run on once, it'll make some thread in the nylon, and then you'll screw on easier. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bench vise right there. It's the right thread because it wouldn't even screw on here if it wasn't. What I probably should have done was should have messed around with the bolts that I'm going to use. Should probably grab another 5/16 bolt that I can lock in that vise and before I ruin the head on this one. I should probably grab another 5/16 out the bench here. There's more thing to do. And run them on them first. Right here. Yeah, 5/16. I'd like to find a grade 5. Something a little harder, so I don't end up taking the threads off the bolt. Alright, I gotta have one here somewhere. Got an entire tray full of hardware. Got one. Then what you want to do is take that nut that cost you $2 to $3 a piece and you drop it on the floor and then it disappears forever. I have no idea where it went. Won't know that thing. Yep. Try to find around the back of the bench. I dropped it. Hang on. Alright, there we have it. We got nylocks on this side. This side, a little trick. You can put hot glue in the threads on the ends of the bolts. That also keeps them from backing off. Anyway, there you have it. Back in one piece, and I think you can see the ship. Shoot. These always stick. I don't know, but they get better when you're using them because they get all wet with snow. But anyway, I mean, it does work. Like I said, I don't like the button on this one. The button on this one's really hard to squeeze. But once you squeeze it, it'll go left and right. So, that's all that matters. It's up and down, left and right. Yeah, they always stick a little bit on the sides here. You can spray the heck out of them, spray them and spray them and spray them. They still seem to always stick. Yeah, that's okay. It works enough. Worse, even if I had to reach over once in a while and give us a little help to pull up, that's fine. You know, if I'm going to give this to somebody for free, I really can't complain too much. Like I said, I know the person, so if she keeps this one, I'll swap this one out with the one she has, and I'll pull the pull start on that one apart and see if I can figure out why it's so hard to pull. I told her just plug it in. I mean, you know, if it's too hard to pull, plug it in. But her argument is when she's using the thing, if she shuts it off anywhere that's not near the cord, it's too hard for her to pull as a start, which I understand. So, alright, we're going to get you out of this stand, get you in the other one, and we'll finish the video up. Alright, well, fight to get it from one stand to the next, but anyway, there she is. The liquid down here is from WD-40, and I was stuff I sprayed in here to try to just make sure it's all lubed up. Ready to go. So I got fuel in the tank. It runs, it moves. I tipped you back. Do you see the auger worked? You got the bolt. So the auger bolts are in there. I don't know how well this one's going to throw snow. Like I said, you can see how high that is. Alright. My pinky can go underneath it. So that's got to be fixed. But other than that, she's ready to go. Very good. Pretty cool. Glad the guy let me have it. Alright, if you got any information on this video, I got blinded through the eave there. Son. If you got any information on this video, please like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Eugene's Backyard Repair on them. One of them has no S on the end. Project, funny videos, things of nature, screenshots, roadside finds, share videos, Drift Girl if I can get her on video. So go check both of them out. Sign up for both my Instagram and my Facebook. It's free. YouTube's free. No obligation once you sign up. It doesn't cost you a dime. I pay for my YouTube subscription just so I don't get all the videos in my when I'm watching all the people's stuff. I wish I would get videos and commercials in my videos, because then I would be getting paid, but I'm not. But anyway, like I say this every video or every couple of videos, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this to save you some money. So, you know, if I get paid by YouTube, I get paid. If I don't, the videos are still going to keep coming out. I got a XR70 behind me. I still got to do a throttle on. I got a TRX 125 engine back there. I got to still do rebuild. I got a 300EX out back. It's still got to be worked on. I got to reinstall a muffler. I got sitting on the table. I already did the video on repacking that. I reinstall that back on the the RM80. So we got stuff to do. And I'm always looking for stuff. Oh, I think I even got a push mower, so I got to fix for somebody. So anyways, like I said, keep following me. Give the video a thumbs up, please. Give it a comment. All those help get my stuff out and get shared. Make sure your notification bells are turned on. Like I said, I do all kinds of repairs, so I'm bound to find something, or you're bound to find something on my channel that you need to have fixed, or have somebody look at and you know, get it taken care of. All right, God bless y'all, and we're out of here. Peace. Turn you around one more time. Here's the gold series yard machine. Extreme, whatever that means. And it's an 8.5 26. All right, y'all have a good day. God bless. We're out of here. Peace.